Here's something most families don't realize. Bad credit doesn't just cost you in higher interest rates. It's costing you opportunities every single day. I'm talking about rental applications getting rejected, job offers that never come through, and thousands of dollars in extra interest payments that could have gone toward building real wealth. I am Ron Siegel, certified liability advisor, helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. I've been doing this since my first loan back in 1983, and I've seen thousands of families trapped by bad credit, not because they're irresponsible, because nobody taught them the actual strategy to fix it. Let's talk about what bad credit actually is. If your FICO score is below 670, you're in subprime territory. Below 580, that's considered poor credit. But here's what matters more than the number. Bad credit is fixable. It's not a life sentence. Most people think bad credit just happens to them, but here's the truth. It happens because of 5 specific factors. Payment history is 35% of your score. The amounts you owe make up another 30%. When you've got length of credit history, credit mix, and new credit applications rounding out the rest. Now, I had a client come to me last month. Let's call her Sarah. Credit score in the low 500s. 3 collections on a report, maxed out credit cards. She thought she was stuck. But here's what most people miss. Not everything on your credit report belongs there. According to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you have the right, and I mean the legal right, to dispute any inaccurate information on your credit report. 1 in 5 consumers has an error on at least one of the credit reports that could be corrected. Here's your first move. Pull all 3 credit reports from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. You get them free every week at annualcreditreport.com, annualcreditreport.com, not the lookalike sites, the official government authorized site. You can also go to rsrlinks.com/FICO, rsrlinks.com/FICO, and that'll give you your true FICO score. It's not necessarily the mortgage score, but it is a true FICO score, and it's not the Vantage score that you're going to get on the lookalike sites. Make a list of every negative item, late payments, collections, charge-offs. Then ask yourself, is this actually accurate? Because here's what I see all the time. Medical collections that should have been covered by insurance. Duplicate debts showing up twice. Accounts that are past the 7-year reporting period, but still dragging down your score. Back to Sarah. We found 2 collections that were duplicates. The same debt sold to different agencies, both reporting. We found a medical bill for $180 that never should have been there because her insurance paid it. And we found a credit card showing 90 days late when she was actually only 30 days late. We disputed those errors in writing with documentation. 30 days later, 2 collections deleted entirely, 1 corrected, and her score jumped 47 points. But here's where strategy comes in. Sarah still had 1 legitimate collection for $800. She couldn't just dispute it away because she actually owed it. So we showed her that she could negotiate what's called a pay for delete. She offered to pay it in full if they'd remove it from her credit report. Got it in writing. Paid it. Score jumped another 32 points. Now this connects to something bigger. I talk about all the time. Most families focus on individual interest rates when they should be looking at their household blended interest rate. Same thing with credit repair. Most people focus on their credit score when they should be focusing on their overall financial strategy. Because here's the thing. You can have a 720 credit score and still be broke if you're carrying high interest debt. Strategy beats rate always. But bad credit limits your strategic options. When you improve your credit score, you're not just getting better interest rates, you're getting access to better loan products. You're getting the ability to reposition debt strategically. You're opening doors to build actual wealth instead of just managing month to month. If you're dealing with bad credit right now, here's what I want you to do this week. First, pull all those credit reports, all 3 of them. Go to freeannualcreditreport.com, annualcreditreport.com, or go to rsrlinks.com/FICO. Second, make a list of every negative item, write down the creditor, the amount, the date it happened, and whether you think it's accurate or not. Third, for anything that's inaccurate, and I mean truly wrong, not just wishful thinking, dispute it in writing with the credit bureau. Send it certified mail so you have proof. Fourth, for legitimate debts you owe, don't just pay them blindly. Request debt validation from collectors. Know your rights. Know your state statute of limitations. Negotiate settlements if that makes strategic sense. And fifth, This is crucial. Stop creating new negatives. Set up an auto pay on everything so you never miss another payment. That's 35% of your score tied to payment history. You can start fixing that today. Bottom line, look, I've seen families go from 550 credit scores to 720 in 18 months by following a strategic plan. It's not magic. It's understanding how the system works, using it to your advantage. Remember, credit scoring is designed to give weight to recent behavior. As negative marks get older, they hurt you less, and you can outweigh old negatives with new positives. Think of it like a scale. Right now, the negative side is heavy, but every on-time payment and every error you remove tips it back in your favor. Bad credit is fixable. You just need strategy, not just information. And if you want to deal with that 30% of your score, rsrccpayment.com, rsrccpayment.com, where we show you exactly how to pay your credit card bills the right way for FICO scoring purposes. And if you're one of those people that say, Ron, I get the bill and pay it in full, congratulations, you're one of those that are not paying it the right way for FICO scoring purposes. If you want help creating your personalized credit repair and debt repositioning strategy, I've put together a complete guide at rsrlinks.com/debt-free. That's rsrlinks.com/debt-free. Because at the end of the day, improving your credit isn't just about a number. It's about building wealth through strategic debt management. I am Ron Siegel, your certified liability advisor, helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. Thanks for listening to the Your Credit Matters segment, brought to you by rsrlinks.com/debt-free, rsrlinks.com/debt-free.